Well, welcome back for this update. Here lately I've been putting together a lot of the little things on the layout, fencing and boxes, barrels, those little things add a touch to the scenery. Last episode I talked and showed the fencing that I was putting together. I'd like to continue on with a little bit of WSLaser's privacy fence, show you what I've done on that, and then also I'm going to build some crates from Osborn. So let's go get to work on those. On the privacy fencing, you're going to get a sheet, kind of the framework, and you're going to get a sheet of contains the lattice and the inside pickets there, and these will actually go and they'll fit right inside, so we'll have to put a little glue on the edges and they'll drop right into place. Color these all together once you get it. Pick out the color that you kind of want to stain these, or put a wash on them. I took one out and they become very fragile. In between here, it's already kind of split into two pieces. I can push it back in and glue it, but I would do everything together and then we'll separate them and drop them in. I started to remove the fencing from this portion to put over into here. So I've got the lower part. I'm going to put the lattice in. Just don't rush when you're trying to remove these pieces. Just try to take one out, and the laser cutting is about halfway through this material, and I tried to get it out and it actually kind of folded on me a little on right down one of the lines. So just be careful. They're very delicate. Take it, I put a little glue on the edge with a toothpick over here. I generally only get 3 sides, the 2 sides, and then put a little bit on across the bottom. I've got it on some wax paper here, and push those together. They fit very nicely, just very delicate. Here I've got my lattice work. Toothpick with a little glue on it, and then we're going to slide this into place. Oop, let's see. Very delicate. This may make you want to go into HO scale. At my age, maybe O or S. Okay, so we've got one of them done. There's 4 of these that come in each kit, and I've got a couple of kits to do. When I get ready to install the privacy fencing on the layout, I use a T-pin to mark where these legs are going to go, and they are too long, so I took about half of this off and installed the first one. And then when I get ready to put the next one on, I actually cut this first leg off, cut the half, but take this one off. Get your holes on your layout lined up, and then slide this one in, a little touch of glue in there and kind of hold them together, and you'll have it. And here's the privacy fence installed around the house, and that came out very nice. Let's take a look at the Osborn crate kit. You get 3 crates in this, a small, medium, and a large. In the package you're going to receive this is your main structure it's going to make an H for us, and then we're going to glue the sides onto it. And this one is the other sheet that you get, and these panels will come out and be glued onto your H-frame. So which ones go where? Well, we will find that one out here in just a second. Here I have the piece with all your side pieces on it and your trim work. I've drawn a kind of a line here and here. This is for your A crate. These components here will be for your B crate and C crate. I have been talking to Monroe. The B crate, it goes together, but a couple of the pieces don't fit exactly correct. They'll work. Got to do a little sanding. It's these two items right in here. To me, they should be the same size, and I've been talking, like I said, I've been talking to Monroe about this and see what they have to say. Here are the instructions for putting the crates together. You have your main framework. We'll use either carpenter's glue or white glue to put these together. Apply the sides on it. We'll use a little CA glue in that area, and then come back and we'll put the kind of the decorative side pieces on, and those will probably go back to white glue and apply those. When you're assembling these, test fit everything first. Some of these do not want to fit in the slot, and you have to kind of clean the edges up on it. I use a kind of a sanding stick, I guess you'd call it. It's a real thin piece of aluminum with some grit on either side. But you need to clean those edges up and then fit the slot into it. Test fit it. Make sure everything is square. A lot of times you're going to have to just glue one side at a time, let it sit up, then put the other one on. And you'll wind up with this kind of H-frame here that will work with that. I've taken the sides, bottoms out of this area here, and we're going to put those on the H-frame that we had built. Now this is crate C that I'm working with. All of these crates, I can tell you, take the two smallest ones first, and they're going to go on the end. Excuse the hand. But the first two are going to go on these end pieces here, and then after that we're going to wind up putting the sides on. There'll be a side and a side. Then the last two pieces will go on the top and the bottom. So we'll work on that. Here's the crate with 4 sides I've got installed, and we've got the top and the bottom getting ready to put those on. We'll give it a wash of the color we want. Here we have the little trim pieces off for the sides. I use a piece of masking tape to hold those in place, give them a wash. And it's also very handy to have a sanding board, something that you can take and run this back and forth on just to tree the surfaces up just a little bit before you apply the last two sides. Okay, here we have the first trim piece on. I found that the two smallest ones go on first, and then as you put the sides on, one side will overlap, the other one they'll be flush with the sides, and then the last two to go on, they'll actually overlap the whole thing. So it goes together very easy. It's just the crate B. You have to do a little sanding and to get that one to go together. C crate and B crate put together. On this one here, before I put the trim pieces on, I did take a little bit of a brown wash and put on there. This one is just the normal sides, no wash on or anything. You can also do the same thing with the trim pieces. If you like those a little bit darker, you can kind of put the wash on those before you assemble it. Here we have the crates. It came out very, very nice. And also here, from the last video that I did putting the lumber stacks together, here's all the stacks that we built. Kind of wrap this one up. Hopefully I've given you a few tips there and showed you some products that you may want to use. And of course, if you like this, I encourage you to subscribe. Hit the button. Where's the button at?
You left it upstairs.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll get the button for next time. Use this one right over here. Everybody have a great day. Thank you very much for watching.